Hey guys, welcome back to another military video, and today we're going to be reviewing a US Woodland jacket. Now, before I get into the review, I would just like to say that I'm sorry this didn't come out earlier. It's been a pretty busy week for me since last Saturday I graduated from high school, and then on Sunday it was Father's Day, and in general, it's been a pretty busy week for me since, I'm getting ready for a trip that I'll discuss later on in the video. But 2 weeks ago, I was at my local military surplus store since I wanted to look for some Flecktarn to see if they had any. Sadly, they did not. However, there was a positive that came out of this. When I was looking in the section where they had all the jackets, I came across a US Woodland jacket. Now, what makes this jacket so unique? Well, because it wasn't made by Rothco or any other clothing company that makes military jackets and whatnot. This was a U.S. Army made jacket, so I'm pretty much struck gold here. But with that all out of the way, let's go into a bit of the history of these jackets. I won't go too much into the history of the U.S. Woodland jacket, though I believe, now, to any of my veterans or anyone with proper military knowledge, correct me down in the comments down below, but I believe these type of jackets began being supplied to the U.S. Army in the same year of 1983, and I say the same year because that's the same year when U.S. Woodland was adopted by the U.S. military. Now, with that a bit out of the way, I want to show you a photo collage of some soldiers wearing the jacket, and to be honest, I think they look pretty badass wearing it. Now, with that little montage out of the way, let's try on the jacket. And here's what the jacket looks like. And wearing this, it does feel somewhat heavy, but it's not too bad. And it is a little bit tattered, as you can see, like some of the strings are poking out, though. I believe this exact model was made in the 90s, if I remember correctly, so that could be why, and I could always fix it. And the things that I like about it are obviously the pockets right here, and a lot of pockets right there, and also right here on the side right here, and another one right here. And in general, it feels very comfortable on me. I wouldn't wear it around this time. However, if I was, say, well, technically I would, but if I was hiking, say, in the Appalachian Mountains, Poconos, or the Catskills, and I was very high up in an environment that was in the 60s, 50s, or 40s, this would be an amazing jacket, and I also would recommend wearing it. And another thing that I do like about this is how you make sure that the jacket stays on. There are buttons out here, metal buttons that you can just pop on and pop off. But what I also like is that there's a little zipper here. It's not too big since it ends at around it ends near my belly button. And what I like about this is that instead of it being like a button on, it's like a snap on. I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, that's what it sounds like. And you could just, it's very easy to put on, so you could just, if you're in in a hurry or you need to grab a quick jacket, this would be a very, very great jacket. And there are also buttons not only on the front of the jacket right here, but just gotta tighten up this one last button here. Thank you. There's also there are also buttons right here. If I can snap it, there we go. Another one right here, and also two of the ones at the bottom pocket right here, and they're very easy to put on, which is another reason why I like this jacket. If God, having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Sorry about that. One thing that I do find a bit weird about this jacket is the little bit of the hand things. Is that you can also uncuff them, and it will give out this you can uncuff them and it can turn into this. Say if you're wearing this jacket and it gets very cold, say in the 30s or 20s, and you don't have any gloves, you could just put these little cuffs over, and then make sure your hands stay warm inside them. So That way you don't get frostbite, which is a very good feature. And I definitely will be wearing this, say, you know, when it gets colder out. And even if there's like snow on the ground, I think this would be a pretty good jacket to wear, in my opinion, of course. And as I've said before, this would also be a good jacket, say, for hunting and going to the range and whatnot, or going on a nature walk or camping, since it keeps you very warm and it feels, as I said before, it does feel a bit heavy on me, but it's not too heavy in my opinion, so that's about it. And if there's anything else that I would recommend about this jacket, it would have to be, make sure you get a jacket that is your size, you know, your exact size, since some jackets can be, especially around, I would say, like the sleeves, some could be a little bit too short, some could be, you know, too long. So make sure so before you buy a jacket, like an exact US military jacket like this one, always make sure that the size is correct. And that's really all I gotta say. And before I go, would I recommend buying this jacket? I know I've said this before, but hell yes, I would. Hell yes. And that concludes my review of my US Woodland jacket. And if you like this video, make sure you click the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. I would like to announce something. You're not going to see, well, you're probably not going to see some videos or recent videos from me in about 2 weeks. No, I'm not quitting YouTube. And most importantly, no, I am not ending my military reviews, since those are pretty successful. On Saturday this week, I'm actually going to Croatia for my vacation, and it's going to be pretty long. I have to drive from Syracuse to New York City, and then fly from New York City to Frankfurt, and then Frankfurt to Zagreb. And it's a trip I've been planning on with my family for quite some time. I think it's been like a year or so. And, you know, I'm very fascinated by Croatia, its history, especially during, like, the Yugoslav wars in the 1990s, but also, in general, it seems like a very interesting country, in my opinion. And I wanted to visit a country in Europe, but I didn't want to go for, like, something that was, like, too, like, stereotypical for, like, a American tourist, like, say, London or Paris or like, Rome or wherever the hell. So yeah, that's why I'm probably going to be absent for about 2 weeks. I'll still be active on Minds and Instagram and whatnot, showing you, you know, where I'm going. And also, while I'm in Croatia, I'll visit some of the, like, military museums, if they have one. Well, I know they have one dedicated to the War of Independence, but also I'm going to check out some of the surplus stores that are in Zagreb and Split and maybe Dubrovnik, since, you know, they probably have camo there that is very common in Croatia, but not common here in the States, and I could find some pretty good deals over there if I'm lucky. But that's about it, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks from now, or the next time when I upload. But what I do know, expect me to be coming back in July, but reviewing maybe Croatian Woodland, or most importantly, German Flecktarn. And that's about it. Bye.